Equine Tips with Grace and Raylan. Back to you, Raylan.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna show you how to cool down your horse after a long ride. She is very sweaty because Grace and I were working on running distances, and it was getting they get heat, sweaty really fast because of the saddle and everything. So I'm gonna show you how to do cool down. So first, to cool down a horse, of course, you need a hose and a hose that is plugged into a faucet, because how else are you gonna get water? So in summertime, if your hose is set in the sun like mine is, you want the warm water to go come out. But this is already cool because it wasn't sitting in the sun all day. Well, most of it, and then it got cooled off because it cooled off this afternoon. Anyway, so in my hose, every once in a while it'll stop and then start again. I don't think it'll do it now, but if it does, if you know your hose does that, then don't spray it on your horse yet until it's over. Otherwise, it can spook them. So first, with your cool down, you want to start at the legs and work your way up. Why is it just started?
Wet now. Getting cool down also.
Huh?
Said I'm getting a cool down also.
Yep. And then you just work for the feet, on the feet. And you want to get the inside of this too. And if you want to, you can get their parts. She's a girl horse, as you can tell.
Also, make sure to get if you have a girl horse, make sure to get the crust off their tits. Otherwise it'll just be crusty and could give them irritation.
And then so you just work from side to side on the legs. You see that?
Yeah.
I know, Goldie is cold, I'm sorry. I start higher than the legs. I start at her shoulder and work down for some reason, because that's just me.
But try not doing that at home because it can spook a horse. Here, put some water on my hand. My hand is sweaty.
And then you just work your way back. And you want to get the tail as well, because it can have sweat in it and it can irritate the horses.
Also, they can have poop collected in it and it's very hard to brush out.
Yeah, it's very hard. Very hard. Lesson learned.
So,
and my horse, any kind of horse is sensitive when you get close to their ears. So make sure when you're washing the horse, don't have it pointing this way when you go up to its ears. Having it point this way, the hose pointing this way. Otherwise the horses, she hates getting baths, as you can tell. Get off the hose, get off the hose.
My horse, Bullseye, just likes baths.
And then you just work from side to side.
After you get done with their cool down, also, this is about cool downs. Yeah. Also, when you get done with the cool down, make sure to walk them out if you worked them hard that day. To make sure, before you feed them, if you feed them again, just to make sure that they don't colic. And colic is very bad for a horse. It can hurt them. They can even die from it. So please walk your horse out before you feed it again.
And in winter nights, don't cool your horses down because they can freeze. And
they can also die from that
yes.
too.
And a good reason to cool down your horse is if they get really hot, and it can make them sick. And
they can get dehydrated.
And they can get very sick. And in the wintertime, don't cool them off because it gets cold at night. Where's that supposed to go?
It's over here.
It gets cold at night, and the coolness will cool them down. So just walk them around, and make sure you wipe all the excess water off of them so they don't freeze. Right now, it's fall where we live, and so at night it gets really cold. But I don't know why we aren't wearing sweatshirts. It feels so good though. Anyway, and What was I gonna say? Oh, and if you want to wipe their face down, get a sponge or a wet rag and wipe their face. Start at their nose and work your way up.